Hi artistas, let me show you how I do a boogeyman, and I'm using a round brush for this step because it's pretty easy and it's not too big, so I don't have to use any large brush. I can use a round brush. This is number 6 and I'm using a bright green, and I'm gonna lower it like that. I'll show you what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be like placed here, like a big triangle here, kind of like that. I'll show you in 1 second. It's kind of like like I said, big triangle here, going down and make the shape like that and fill it out. Okay, maybe a little bigger on the cheeks because he is like super chubby on the cheeks, kind of like that. Start with a triangle and fill and go and make it as you need it. Okay, from here I'm gonna do a flick going here and connect and fill it out. Go and do another layer on my green. I like to use my filbers, but sometimes I grab my round brushes, like in this case. And I'm gonna go and frame again just to make sure you guys see it. And like I said, fill it out the layers. And going up like so. Gonna do another layer so you guys can see. It's one of his arms. Kind of like that. If you follow me on Instagram, you see the picture of this one like that. And here I'm gonna do the other arm going this way, kind of having the same vibe like this. It's kind of like a big flick and then in a point and connect to the whole thing here, kind of like that, with the line where you will see it. Okay, gonna drag a little bit down here so I can have a little space there for the neck, like that. Okay, I'm gonna put this one on the side while I'm waiting this part to dry a little bit, and I'm grabbing this is my filler brush, and I'm grabbing purple to do purpley magenta for the next step, which is so nice, the purple and green. And I'm grabbing the colors, and I'm gonna do all around my eyelid with the brush. And I can use also these to like in parts where I wanna blend more nicely. I show you. So I'm going around here because it's a small part of my face. I just go and paint right there. Stay there. I don't like to go all the way in my eyelid just to protect my eyelid. And I can use any of these brushes to blend a little bit down, like so. You can go a little down here. Let me grab a little more paint here, like so. Yeah, don't worry too much. Yeah, blend a little bit there. That's it. Looks like that. If you want to go all the way here, perfect. That's whatever works for you, it's okay. I'm using the same brush, and I'm gonna grab a little bit of yellow to do a little highlights here and there inside of the face of the boogeyman before I do the line work, which is gonna be fast. So I'm gonna do a little highlight maybe in the middle here, like so. Touch a little bit. I'm gonna do it here in the middle of the face. Gentle here. Quick, 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 quick. Like that. Maybe a little bit on the other arm here. Here. Wherever I feel like I need a little highlight, I just do it with yellow instead of using white. Okay, just like that. Stay there. If you want to touch it like that, that's it. Now let's grab a round brush to do the line work, and we're using black for the step. Black and a round brush like this. Okay, let's do the face in the middle, which is gonna be, here's the middle of the face, and I'm gonna do press like that, press like that. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make the eyes like that a little bigger, kind of like that. Same thing on the other side. Make sure I like the size, kind of like that, kind of like that. Now for the mouth, it's just one big flick. Kind of like that. Going back to make the middle part a little bigger, thicker. Kind of like that. Okay, let's do outlining the whole thing so you can see it. You see the shape. Follow. Follow. Oh, what you draw right there. The other side. This design is so simple. It's just like big triangle with some flicks on one side, another one flick here, one flick there, and it's very, very simple and fast. So I encourage you to try. Here in the middle of the mouth, I'm gonna do flicks like that, like that. I'm gonna do a little stitches here, so I'll do these and do across the stitches like so, and maybe another one this way like that. For the eyes, let's do expression here, you know, something like an angry eyes. Flick in the bottom like so, little line there with the little stitches. Okay, kind of like that. What else I'm missing? There, perfect. Okay, in the middle of the eyes, I'm gonna grab my green again, and I'm gonna do a little flick. I've been doing this lately and I just love it. And as the same green, gonna go inside the eye and do a flick. It's gonna dry in a little bit, and then I'm gonna do the highlight, kind of like that. Now with the same light I'm using, I'm gonna do line work and all around my design here, just to complete the whole thing. So coming from here, close the thing, close the thing there, and you can do lines here or you can do spider webs. I will do some lines. Okay, and in the ending of my lines here, I'm gonna do flicks like that. Okay, kind of like that. And in the same doing the same thing here, but in a small size, because here's less. I'm gonna do a flick going this way like that. Let me do it in double, kind of like that, and do the same flicks going up. kind of like that. And here in the middle, I'm gonna close it with the same thing. And I'm gonna do flicks like this. Kind of like that. Let me close the face here. Look like this. Make sure you like what you see. Okay. Now with my powders, I will add a little rosy cheeks to the character. Here a little bit, here a little bit, maybe here, whatever I think I like to see some of my line work. Now with my round brush, I'm gonna do highlight on the eyes using just white. One second, let me grab my white. Little highlight here and there, whereas this is smaller, so I can do highlights in the eyes. So on the eye, I'm gonna do a little like dot right there, and dot right here, and another dot. And the bottom part, I'm gonna do a little flick for highlights. And inside the mouth, another highlight there. Okay. Always, you can add more white just to pop the thing. So I'm gonna do it here. Just going around, grabbing white. Just to pop the design a little bit. This character in Jack the Skellington is one of my favorites for Halloween, and the kids like it. I have it on my menu, and I have requests for this, and I was telling myself, like, why not doing a tutorial since it's very simple. Let me go back again here. I like that. If you can do better, do it, because there is also many ways to do it. This is just kind of like giving you an idea. Let me do a little flick here. And I like that. I was looking like, what I'm missing? And here's another line. They do like a little stitch. And I like that. Let me go close. I hope you guys like it. Don't forget, this channel is free for everyone. If you live in Houston, I offer face painting, waterproof face painting, glitter tattoo, glitter glam, and much more. You can find me on Facebook. Find me as Texas Fun Face Painting. And I see you next week with more tutorials. I hope you guys like this one. Adios.